Hey guys, we are here in the garage again, and I just want to show you guys a multi-Williams board I picked up. I actually have an original Williams Bubbles arcade cabinet, and I actually picked it up on the cheap on Craigslist, and it's pretty awesome actually. And someone JAMMAtized it and put a Combat Tribes board in it, and so when I got it, it was Combat Tribes, and so I quickly removed that board, and I got a Bubbles marquee, and now I need to get the black paint off, because underneath this, I don't know if you can tell, but the Bubbles artwork is here. So I bought some stripper, and I have kind of high hopes that I can remove that black paint and reveal the Bubbles original artwork. So anyway, so I have a JAMMA cabinet. It wasn't originally JAMMA, but someone converted it, which actually was good news for me because I wanted to put this JROK Multi-Williams board in here. It has, someone added 2 sets of controls. Bubbles originally only had 1 joystick in the center, and that was it. So someone added 2 joysticks and 2 buttons on each side, and a 1-player and a 2-player start. So I installed the JROK Multi-Williams board, and you can see here this is the screensaver for it, which is kind of cool. So we'll push a button here to get out of it, and here's the main menu, and we have Defender, Stargate, Robotron, Joust, Bubbles, Splat, Blaster, Sinistar, and a setup screen. So I'll just quickly go show you the setup screen here. You can select what game you want to boot into. So if we go through the list, you can boot to any of the games, or you can boot just into the menu, which is what I prefer. It does support cocktail and uprights. If you hold the 1-player and 2-player buttons here, it'll go to the menu, as it says here. 1 second if you hold that. Screensaver on. We saw the screensaver. It's a bunch of those little Joust guys running around, which is actually kind of cool. Fast boot on. Really huge option, because I don't know if you've ever seen like Williams PCBs boot up. They're horrid. They have like all this like fuzzy graphic 8-bit thing going on. Then it goes through all these ROM checks. It takes forever. So this actually removes that sucky Williams boot up from the PCBs, which is sweet. 49-way joystick. This board supports that. I know Sinistar originally had a 49-way joystick. Now these joysticks here I think are 8 ways. So 49-way is like, I mean, that's like really precise, you know, all the different directions. So it does support that joystick for Sinistar for kind of a more authentic feel. Button map scheme, you can have it set up for the multi-Williams, which I think is, I guess, is based on Clay Cowgill, was one of the first guys to make a multi-Williams board. It's based on that, or you can just do JAMMA standard. And then Robotron, you can have it set up either with 2 sticks, left stick to control and right stick to fire, or you can use buttons. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. So Robotron definitely needs 2 sticks. Splat 1-player fire is the 2nd stick. You can Bubbles joystick, 2-player stick. I like the best. Cine rotate stick, which is actually that means Sinistar, because Sinistar is actually the only vertical game on this board. So you can actually play it on a horizontal screen quite nicely, actually, as long as you rotate the controls, and that is an option in this board, which is pretty sweet. Start button input 1 press, not sure what that means. Menu button, coin 3. I don't have that set up, but I guess if you could have a separate button for the menu. I prefer just to hold in the 1- and 2-player button. There's a switch test, game enable menu. You can actually disable certain games. I have them all enabled. So I'll just show you quickly Defender. Now also I want to note, currently with my setup I only have 2 buttons on each side, 2 joysticks. I actually can't play Defender and Stargate with this setup, which kind of sucks. So I'm not even going to bother showing you guys that. I'll show you Robotron though. So here's Robotron, which to me is the reason to own this board. Robotron absolutely rocks. And Robotron is also impossible to show you while I'm holding a camera. So the left stick moves and the right stick fires. And really, Geometry Wars, I mean, that game owes Robotron like a lot, because this is the originator of the whole left stick move, right stick fire kind of scheme. So let's get out of here. That's Robotron. Joust, you've probably seen Joust before. You're basically controlling this little guy in an ostrich, and it's kind of it's a jousting game, and basically if your guy is a little bit higher than the other guy, you'll knock him off his bird. And then when you do, it lays an egg, and you catch that for bonus points. So Joust is a great game, and what's awesome about Joust is it's 2 players simultaneous, so you can play co-op or competitively at the same time. Bubbles is a crazy game. It only uses the joystick, and you're this little bubble guy, and you're going around picking up things. I don't really even know what this crap is. It's like dirt or something that's like flowing towards the drain. And basically, as you collect more stuff, your bubble gets larger, and you can basically then run over stuff that's smaller than you. Otherwise, you have to avoid everything else. And then once you're done, you can go down the drain or die like that. So that's Bubbles. Splat, I've never played, but I just picked out Blaster though, hang on. Splat is crazy. I don't know what is up with this game, but basically you're this guy and there's like this food dropping from the ceiling, and you have to collect the food and then throw it at the other guy, and if you get hit by the food that he throws at you, your head comes off and your head actually bounces around the screen. It's totally bizarre. So let me get hit and I'll show you. So, alright, come on, hit me. Do it. Alright, so there's my head. So I can't do anything without my head. So now I got it back, and so I'll collect some food, and then I'll throw it at that guy. So yeah, that's Splat. Blaster is interesting. I haven't figured out how to play it yet. I don't think I have the right button scheme for it. But it's kind of like this pseudo 3D kind of game. I think it's kind of revolutionary for its time, but I just don't know how to play it. And it's almost like Star Fox or something on the 64, like a kind of 3D. And then Sinistar is a game that a lot of people like. Now you can see it's sideways because this is normally a vertical game, but it actually plays quite fine on the horizontal monitor. And I'm not firing, which I don't understand. So anyway, that's Sinistar, and that's it. So that is the Multi-Williams board, and right now I don't have all my buttons set up, so I can't play most of the games, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's made by a game named JROK, and if you go to klov.com and look up the letter JROK, you can find him and order this board. He did a great job with it, and I highly recommend it. And what's cool about this board is that it uses the original Williams hardware, so it doesn't emulate it. It's not actually emulating the games. It's not using MAME or any of that. It's actually using the real hardware. So it's a true representation of the games using the correct hardware. So anyway, there you have it. We're in the garage. Oh, I want to show you, this is Punch-Out, which is sadly dim, but I am waiting to get the PCB repaired. And then this game here, high hopes. This is coming soon. This is actually the first Nintendo arcade game in the US, so that's Radar Scope. So anyway, there you have it. We're in the garage. See you guys later.